So these philosophical questions are quite complex, but let's take a look at them through the eyes of a particular paradigm or worldview. The analytical or positivist worldview traces its history back to Aristotle, one of the most influential thinkers in human history. Aristotle introduced what may be called scientific method, and provided another of the ingredients of the scientific tradition, empiricism, which states that knowledge can only be understood through human experience, basically sensory experience, what we can see, taste, touch, etc. And if you can't sense it, it doesn't exist. The Arab physicist and scientist Ibn al-Hazan used experimentation to obtain the results of his Book of Optics way back in 1021. He combined observations, experiments, and rational arguments to support his intermission theory of vision, in which rays of light are emitted from objects rather than from the eyes, which to us seems pretty obvious today, but back then it was not. Al-Hazan viewed his scientific studies as a search for truth. In his account of a method, Bacon described a repeating cycle of observation, hypothesis, experimentation, and the need for independent verification. He recorded the way he had conducted his experiments in precise detail, perhaps with the idea that others could reproduce and independently test his results. In 1619, René Descartes began writing his first major treatise on proper scientific and philosophical thinking, The Unfinished Rules for the Direction of the Mind. Whereas Aristotle purported to arrive at his first principles by induction, Descartes believed he could obtain them using reason only, and unlike Bacon, Descartes successfully applied his own ideas in practice. And finally, Auguste Comte, considered the father of positivism, took empiricism just a step farther, believing that human knowledge is perfected solely in the study of experimental facts and their relations. He confined empiricism to the sense that sensory experience is the only object of human knowledge and approach to assessing it.